Oklahoma looks to have landed the quarterback of the future under Ben Arbuckle. Top 10 quarterback in the class of 2026, Bo Bentley, out of the state of Texas, has made his pledge to the Sooners. Now, it sounds like he grew up a Sooner fan, but what does it mean for Oklahoma? What are they getting out of Bo Bentley? And more importantly, what does this mean for the trajectory of Oklahoma Sooner football? Because I think we can take a thing or two from this. We'll talk about it right now. First things first, if you're a college football sicko, if you're an Oklahoma fan and you want more Oklahoma content, make sure you are subscribed right here to the On3 YouTube channel. All right, so Bo Bentley, 6'1", 200 pounds, out of small town Salina in the state of Texas. Dude's a ball player now. Accounted for over 4,000 yards of total offense a season ago. Almost ran for 1,000 yards last year. Accounted for over 60 touchdowns. When I watch this dude play ball, the feeling I get is difference maker. Now, there's still a long way for him to go before he ends up actually touching grass in Norman, Oklahoma and being the guy for you behind center, but a guy who can shake and bake a little bit, a guy who can deliver the football. I like the overall vibe you get when you watch this dude play ball. What I just said, difference maker, which I think you need in modern college football to go win national championships. Nay, I think that's the world we're in right now. I know you need a difference maker at quarterback to go compete for hardware in modern college football, especially in the SEC. So I'll say that part of it, but what I also want to say is I just like the cut of this guy's jib, man. Like, I got tagged in a lot of stuff on the Oklahoma message board saying this guy looks like J.D. PicKell, so therefore I appreciate the kind words. It makes me feel good. But you look at his profile picture over at on3.com, double chains, all right? You don't wear double chains if you're not a ball player. That's first off. Second off, he's got 6 posts on his Instagram account. All 6 of them, football pictures, having to do with football. I think there's one post on there from his time at the Elite 11. I'm just saying now, in the world of NIL, the world of me and mine and social media and build my brand, like, from what I can gather now, never met the guy, never talked to the guy, but seems like the dude loves football. Seems like the dude's about football, which seems to be more and more rare in our modern climate in the college football world. When you look at Oklahoma, though, for 2026, now you have your calling card for this 2026 class. It's no secret, man. When you have the quarterback in the boat, you have a recruiting tool to not just, have him speak to recruits and have him be a guy to help, peer recruit. That's a big part of it. But also, if you're Ben Arbuckle, you can say, watch Bo Bentley. If you're a receiver, you want to come play offense at Oklahoma, this is the guy throwing the football to you. Not a bad pitch to make. So this is maybe a bigger picture takeaway here when we talk about Oklahoma, and I want to be careful how I say this because, full transparency, I have no idea the NIL situation for a Bo Bentley, but based on everything we can assume around recruiting in college football, everything Oklahoma is doing when it comes to acquiring talent in the modern situation in college football recruiting, it seems like they're taking that, I don't want to say more seriously because that implies they weren't taking it seriously before, but you just look at the number of tangible things you can point to. John Mateer being recruited via the transfer portal. Pretty fair to assume he wasn't recruited at a free $99 price point. Go and grab a Jim Nagy from the NFL world, if you will, the executive director at the Senior Bowl, a guy who operates, I would have to believe, with a certain amount of NFL acumen to him, meaning like he's probably dealing with Oklahoma or only going to Oklahoma if he feels confident about the war chest to go add top talent. And you talk about Bo Bentley, a top quarterback in this entire cycle, a top 10 quarterback. Like, you're probably having to, I believe, a top 10 quarterback in this class is not coming at a free $99 price point either. So there's a lot of things that line up there to me that excite me about the way Oklahoma is going to add talent here in the future. And we keep saying this around Oklahoma. If you want to win national championships, you want to win conference championships, you align your actions with your goals. Based on what Oklahoma has done this offseason, adding John Mateer, adding Jim Nagy, and now adding Bo Bentley, continuing to, from what I can gather, set themselves up for success with their actions regarding what their goals are here. And last thing I want to say, everything Oklahoma is doing on top of the talent acquisition side of things, they are, I think, starting to position themselves as a quarterback destination. Now, Ben Arbuckle, his track record from a Cam Ward, what John Mateer was last year at Washington State. If John Mateer pops this year at Oklahoma like we think he's going to, and then you also have Bo Bentley in the wings, it's going to, I think, start this almost conveyor belt of quarterbacks lining up to go play in Norman, which we've seen now in Oklahoma at their best. And people, I think, maybe don't remember the Lincoln Riley days as fondly. Still had a couple of players at quarterback that did some very good things for you. Won Heisman trophies, make a lot of money in the NFL right now. It's a big part of the game, man. The guy who touches the football every single play for you, yeah, it's pretty important to have that whole deal buttoned up. And if you're going to go ahead and tell me John Mateer is a guy this year and Bo Bentley's next up potentially for them in the future, yeah, looks like you're in a good spot here for the folks in Norman. So Bo Bentley, committed to Oklahoma. Excited to see how this class evolves, but anytime you land a top 10 quarterback in the cycle, always a good thing. Always good vibes, always a good trajectory for the folks out there at Oklahoma. Make sure you're subscribed. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. We'll keep this party rolling. We will see y'all next time.